Mm-hmm.
Hey!
What's up, family? Welcome everybody to
Story time, story time, story time.
What's up, y'all? If you don't even know, if you don't know, if you're new to this channel, I'm Bonnie G, in the place to be.
Hey!
And like I always say, where the Ruach is, I just want to be present, you know? When you call my name, I want to say present, you know? And like we always, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? Y'all should already know. This one over here, this is none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. Come on. That's right. Y'all know we no longer do it for ourselves because we understand the assignment, okay?
Yeah.
And that's because we're under covenant.
That's right.
We now do it for the community, all right? It is the bump for us, okay? So I'm super excited because we are still in the book of Jubilees and look like we're going to be there for a while.
Yeah, we'll be here for a minute.
Because one thing Jubilees got is chapters, okay? They serve in chapters. All right, so you can't find Jubilees in your regular Bible, but if you go to st0ryTim3.net, you can purchase your own st0ry Bible by using your Storytime discount. Don't pay nothing full price, all right? Listen, there is a discount ready for you. And remember, when you're using your Storytime discount, remember that the O in the word story is actually a 0, okay? And the E in the word time is actually a 3 as a reminder to understand the assignment, as a reminder to going back to the covenant, all right? With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into scripture.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, man, that was, listen.
Monday is now on TM Day.
No, ma'am, that's the third day.
What's
Monday is like Maccabees.
Oh,
Maccabees. Yeah. It's Maccabees. So we're gonna hit you with Maccabees 1:24, and it says, and this is a real prayer that we can be praying.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
It says, O Yahuwah, Elohim, creator of all things, who is fearful and strong, righteous and merciful, and the only and gracious King, the only giver of all things, the only just, almighty, and everlasting, you that deliver Yasharel from all trouble, and did choose the fathers and sanctified them. Receive the sacrifice for your whole people, Yasharel, and guard your own portion and sanctify it. Gather those together that are scattered from us. Deliver them that serve among the heathen. Look upon them that are despised and abhorred. And let the heathen know that you are our Elohim. Punish them that oppress us, and with pride do us wrong. Plant your people again in your holy place, as Moshe has spoken it. Hallelujah. Plant your people again, okay?
Just like Moshe said. They remember they history.
Yes, listen. Gather us, Father, from the four corners of this earth.
Yes.
Gather us together again.
Put us back in our land.
Yes, that's something exciting, y'all. These ain't fairy tales. This is real life.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Woo-hoo, sign me up, okay? Wear my seatbelt. This is gonna be it. All right. Oh, she said I was waiting on the dot an hour ago. I was sure I'll be catching the line. Listen, Rango, we ready. Randy, we are ready. All right, so we are in the book of Jubilees. Let me get this chapter.
Chapter 9. Got it.
Mine's
I got 7.
I got 10.
Nah, but you on, where's verse 7? Is it on here? Yep.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
All right. So, Auntie Shelly, what's the recap? Because everybody basically divvying up land.
Yeah, basically it's the division of the land. So first, Noah gave them the divisions of the land according to the sons. So Shem, Ham, Japheth. And so now they're dividing their portion between their sons. And we're on Japheth. So Shem has done his. And we see he got the majority of the land.
Yeah, he got.
Then we got Ham. And now we have Japheth that's about to divide his among his sons. Like, you're going there, and remember, don't just look at these people as sons. These are nations. These are telling you where the nations are.
Mhm.
It's not just telling where Japheth's sons went to go live. We're talking nations.
I can't wait. Put me in, coach. Right? I'm just that excited because I know it's about to go down because we had Japheth. All right, so Jubilees, chapter 9, verse 7, and we're going to dive in right now, okay? And Japheth also divided the land of his inheritance amongst his sons, and like she said, amongst his nations, think nations.
Mm-hmm.
And the first portion came forth for Gimmer, to the east from the north side to the river Tina. And in the north there came forth for Magog all the inner portions of the north until it reaches the sea of Maet. And for Madai came forth as his portion that he should possess from the west of his two brothers to the islands and to the coast of the islands. And for Yavon, not me, I ain't from there, came forth the fourth portion, every island, and the islands which are towards the border of Ludi. And for Tubal, there came forth the fifth portion in the midst of the tongue, which approaches towards the border of the portion of Ludi, to the second tongue, to the region beyond the second tongue unto the third tongue. And for Meshech came forth the sixth portion, all the region beyond the third tongue, till it approaches the east of Gideon. Ma'am. Verse 13. And for Thyrak, that's going to be his name today.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
There came forth the seventh portion, 4 great islands in the midst of the sea, which reach to the portion of Ham, and the islands of Commeeee came out by lot for the sons of Arpachshad as his inheritance. And thus the sons of Noach divided unto their sons in the presence of Noah, their ma'am, sir. Sorry, y'all. It's very hard. The littlest thing can
distract. You can hear them though. Yes. Y'all whisper loud.
Down. You better learn ASL. All right. Verse 14. And thus the sons of Noah divided unto their sons in the presence of Noah their father. And he bound them all by an oath, imprecating a curse on everyone that sought to seize the portion which had not fallen to him by his lot. Whoa, I never even tripped off.
Oh, it's some more curses going around.
So yeah, and that couldn't. We never even think about that. Like, oh, because of my forefathers overtook this land, this is happening because he put that court. If you take over something that ain't yours,
you don't belong there. And I want you all to understand when it's talking about Japheth's children and it says islands, stop thinking Hawaii and Bahamas and Cuba. Remember the rule when Noah gave the lands out. Japheth's stuff is where it's cold. An island is just a body of water surrounded by water. Don't think hot. That don't belong to him.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If it's hot, burning hot, it's Ham's. If it's in between, it's Shem's.
Yeah.
If it's cold, it's Japheth. So it has to be a cold island. Stop thinking just like, oh, maybe Jamaica is theirs. No, Jamaica is not theirs.
Yeah.
They getting a curse because they're somewhere they're not supposed to be.
Wow.
Jamaica's not theirs.
Oh, wow. And that falls on us too when we in some place that we ain't supposed to be. Wow.
Yep.
All right. Verse 15. And they all said, so be it. So they agreed to this oath. And they all said, so be it. So be it for themselves and their sons forever throughout their generation till the day of judgment. That's some lies.
Yep. That includes now.
Yeah.
That includes now. So everybody, all Japheth's children usurping all these and colonize them, there's a curse on you, and they know it.
Absolutely.
Colonizers.
Oh, colonizer. All right. Oh man. For they all said, so be it for themselves and their sons forever throughout their generation to the day of judgment, on which Yahuwah Elohim shall judge them with a sword and with fire, and for all the unclean wickedness of their errors, wherewith they have filled the earth with transgression and uncleanness and fornication and sin.
Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, see, that's one of the other reasons they took this book out. We don't know. Oh, y'all cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all quick to throw that Canaan curse around all backwards.
But you overtaking some land that's not even yours. Yep. And that oath was when he said it out of his mouth till this day. Mm-hmm. And so you put up operating you're functioning in a curse.
Yep. That's probably one of the reasons why they have the highest rate of skin cancer now. You're somewhere you're not supposed to be. Your skin can't take it. There's not enough melanin there. There's not enough melanin.
Hey, our sister.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. And in the third week of this Jubilee, the unclean devils began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah, and to make to err and destroy them. And the sons of Noah came to Noah their father, and they told him concerning the devils, which were leading astray and blinding and slaying his sons' sons. And he prayed before Yahuwah and said, Elohim of the Ruach of all flesh, who have shown mercy unto me, and has saved me and my sons from the waters of the flood, and has not caused me to perish as you did the sons of perdition. For your grace has been great towards me, and great has been your mercy to my soul. Let your grace be lift up upon my son, and let not wicked Ruach rule over them, lest they should destroy them from the earth. But do you bless me and my sons, that we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth. And you know how the watchers, capital W, fallen angels, the father of these Ruach, acted in my day. And as for these Ruach which are living, imprison them and hold them fast in the place of condemnation, and let them not bring destruction on the sons of your servant, my Elohim. For these are malignant and creating in order to destroy. And let them not rule over the Ruach of the living, for you alone can exercise dominion over them. And let them not have power over the sons of righteousness. I wonder why he didn't say let them have power of the sons of goodness. Over the sons of righteousness from henceforth and forevermore.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta catch that. He said, "Let them not have reign over the sons of righteous." In other words, you need to be doing right, being righteous, following Torah. Don't let that evil rule have reign over them. But now them wicked ones. Notice what he's saying.
He's separated.
He's separated. He's praying for those who are righteous, because he knows we're gonna be tried. He knows we're gonna be tried. There. I mean, but he said, don't let them fall for it.
And verse 7, and Yahuwah Eloheinu bade us to bind all. And the chief of the Ruach, Mastema, came and said, Yahuwah, creator, let some of them remain before me, and let them hearken to my voice, and do all that I shall say unto them. For if some of them are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute the power of my will on the sons of men. For these are for the corruption and leading astray before my judgment. For great is the wickedness of the sons of men. So the chief of that evil Ruach spirit, Mastema, asked the Most High, don't take them all. Don't destroy all my little imps, my little minions. Just let me some.
Yep.
Let me some. Do you think those some is still here today?
And it's funny you should say minions, because minions are always for the bad guy. Nobody really trips in those movies, but the minions work for the bad guy.
That's wow. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I hated them. Speak. Okay. So yeah, those same ruach, same ancient spirits, they still roaming. They still here. Okay. Verse 10 and one. No. Verse 9. Sorry. And he said, still this evil ruach is speaking. Okay. He said, let the 10th part of them remain before him, and let 9 parts descend into the place of condemnation. And one of us he commanded that we should teach Noah all the medicines, for he knew that they would not walk in uprightness, nor strive in righteousness. And we did according to all his words. All the malignant, evil ones we bound in the place of condemnation. And a 10th part of them we left, that they might be subjected before Satan on the earth. Whoa.
So he said, don't take them off because man has to be tried. He said, we see some of them as evil.
Yeah. And we have to see.
Have dominion over them. Yeah. We got to see how this going to shake out.
Are they going to be for you, or are they going to be for me?
Yep.
Wow. Verse 12. And we explained to Noah all the medicines of their diseases, together with their seductions, and how he might heal them with herbs of the earth.
Heal them with what?
Herbs.
Heal them with what?
Herbs.
Heal them with what?
Herbs.
Hey.
Herbs.
Not chemicals, not pills that give you 10 million side effects. Herbs. But now they call them witch doctors. Really? Herbs. This is how you cure. Not get rid of symptoms. Cure. Herbs. Not all that crazy medicine.
Now with witchcraft, huh? All right. Verse 12. Nope. Verse 13. I'm going to make sure you're paying attention. Good job, y'all. And Noah wrote down all the things in a sefer as we instructed him concerning every kind of medicine. Thus the evil ruach were precluded from hurting the sons of Noah.
So if you're righteous, you're getting them herbs. And you know how we like to go, well, this is an ancient Chinese secret. No. They got our books. They got our daddy's records. That's ours. And they try to act like it was, because they do a lot of herb stuff, and they be getting cured.
Yes, acupuncture, all of that stuff.
Yeah, when you talk about ancient Chinese secret, no,
it's all right, no,
it's neither ancient nor a secret. I mean, it's old. I won't say ancient, but it never was meant to be a secret.
I'd be like, y'all know I'd be down with the K-drama, so I'd be like, that ain't really y'all, but it's all right. I'm glad that I know.
Right.
I'm glad that I know, but have at it. I know where you got it from, All right. Verse 14. And he gave all that he had written to Shem, his eldest son, for he loved him exceedingly above all his sons. And Noah slept with his fathers and was buried on Mount Lubar in the land of Ararat. 950 years he completed in his life, 19 jubilees and 2 weeks and 5 years. And in his life on the earth, he excelled the children of men, save Enoch, because of the righteousness, wherein he was perfect. For Enoch's office was ordained for a testimony to the generations of the world, so that he should recount all the deeds of the generation unto generation, till the day of judgment.
So it's letting us know just how great, how highly regarded Enoch was. Like he said, Enoch told you all the truth from the beginning to the end.
Yep. There's no guessing there. He told you. It's up to you to believe it, though.
Yeah.
Verse 18. And in 3 and 13 jubilees in the first year, in the second week, Peleg took to himself a woman whose name was Lomna, the daughter of St0ryTim3, and she bore him a son in the 4th year of this week, and he called his name Rau. For he said, behold, the children of men have become evil through the wicked purpose of building for themselves a city and a tower in the land of Shinar.
Yep, that's the Tower of Babel.
Oh, wow.
They started building it in Peleg's time.
For they departed from the land of Ararat eastward to Shinar. For in his days they built the city and the tower, saying, Go to, let us ascend thereby into heaven. And they began to build. And in the 4th week they made brick with fire, and the bricks served them for stone. And the clay with which they cemented them together was asphalt, which comes out of the sea, and out of the fountains of the water in the land of Shinar.
So it wasn't even real stone. Remember that Yahuwah has a stone tower.
Yes.
Remember?
And
there's is bricks made out of
wow.
crazy stuff.
Let me see. It's buffering. Is it something we said or something we read? Girl.
Oh, both.
Maybe both. Because YouTube
be tripping.
Listen, we got 10 subscribers, ma'am. Slow down, YouTube. Chill out.
Oh.
Take a pill.
They scared.
They scared. My, yeah.
And notice it came out of the sea.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That whole marine kingdom.
I was thinking that
because where you all think them spirits came from that was bothering Noah's sons? The earth was flooded. Where they came from the sea. Where do you think they went to go live? They're immortal. They made their own little kingdom in the sea. Sea kingdom, marine kingdom.
Under the sea.
Sirens, Little Mermaid. Just thought I'd throw that in for
you. Thank you. Thank you. Verse 21. And they built it 40 and 3 years. 40 and 3 years were they building it. Its breadth was 203 bricks, and the height of a brick was the third of one. Its height amounted to 5,433 cubits and 2 palms, and the extent of one wall was 13 states, and of the other 30 states. And Yahuwah Eloheinu said unto us, Behold, they are one people. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will withheld from them. Go to, let us go down and confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. And they may be dispersed into cities and nations, and one purpose will no longer abide with them till the day of judgment. And Yahuwah descended, and we descended. These are these angels with him to see the city and the tower which the children of men had built. And he confounded their language, and they no longer understood one another's language, one another's speech. And they ceased then to build the city and the tower. So that confirms that everybody was speaking the same language.
Yep. Or they never could have got that done. You need the direction to be coming from one person. Like, let's build this tower. And this tower got tall.
I can only imagine.
Let us reach up to heaven. And I know
43
we have
years
been taught. Yeah, I know we have been taught that this is spiritual, that they were never going to make it to heaven, but no, it is not. They were going after the throne. They understood that there's a firmament right there, and his throne is sitting right, and the earth is his footstool. So there's a throne, and the earth is his footstool. They understood that. They knew it to be true. Not guessed it. It was spiritual. They go, it's a firmament up there. I need to get out.
Yes.
Because Matsima, Lucifer convinced that we can get out of this. And you read that if you read Jasher.
Jasher, boy.
They understood it's right there.
Yeah, if you read that in Jasher, you'll understand how corporations are modeled.
They trying to get to Yahuwah.
Yes, they were the things they were thinking was a big thing. Let me see. It could be me, girl. I'll jack up your comment in a minute. Oops. So they was thinking.
Yes, they were.
The things they were thinking was a big deal, or the big, I don't know. Listen, break it down again for me. You know I'm a little slow.
Oh, I think she's saying they were thinking that what they were doing was a big deal. Like we think it's like
a
this
big idea.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
But
yeah.
then that's how if y'all read in Joshua how like if people were falling and all that kind of stuff,
They didn't even care.
They didn't even care. It's the same kind of attitude in some of these big name corporations. Just come on and next, you know, like
I don't care who died, but did the money fall?
Exactly. It's the same mindset. It's the same exact mindset. All right. What was that? 18. No,
you're not on the 18. I want to say you're on 25.
Yeah, I'm on 23. I'm on 23.
Okay.
Nope, I'm not. You're right. I'll start with 25. You're right.
Start?
Okay, 25. Verse 25. I'm sorry. All right. For this reason, the whole land of Shinar is called Babel, because Yahuwah did there confound all the language of the children of men. And from thence they were dispersed into the cities, each according to his own language and his nation. And Yahuwah sent a mighty wind against the tower and overthrew it upon the earth. And behold, it was between Ashur and Babel in the land of Shinar. And they called its name Overthrow. Whoa. Oh, yes, that goes and mentioned like in the book of Jasher. If they dropped the brick, they cried over it.
Yep.
But they didn't cry if the person died. Yeah. Right. They just kept on building. I tell you, somebody was saying, oh, well. Was that you that said if you, a job be like, if you, who was saying that? They'll replace you tomorrow. If you was gone today, they'll replace you tomorrow. And then now it got to the place. Somebody was just telling me, if you quit your job today, you'll be replaced that same day.
You can be.
Because they don't really care. They don't really care. They care about the end result.
Somebody.
It's always going to be somebody willing to say yes. NASA tried it today. I don't even pity the fools.
Yeah, that's what NASA really be trying to do.
It's to break it.
They ain't trying to go to no moon. Come on, the moon
is inside.
The moon inside the firmament.
Yes. And boy,
they're trying to break that glass.
That is so crazy. If you think of it like a snowball, if you will, snow globe. You got the round thing and you got the whatever that's inside that snow globe. You can just imagine the earth is there and there's a dome. And so the sun is there, the moon is there. So it's like, what?
Yeah. Like even if you go on YouTube, I think I know we showed it in Enoch before. But sometimes they take that stuff down. You could see where one of their things went up, and you could see where it hit it.
And it tips. Yep, and it goes like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all that moonland and stuff, talking about they went through, it goes like this, and then it goes like this.
Absolutely.
Because they know they don't want to run into that firmament because it's going to blow up.
And they know that. They only worry about the agendas, but not the souls they're killing. Absolutely. Brother Jay, brother. He says, you're only important to them as long as you're able to work. Believe me, you're expendable. Absolutely.
Yes.
Facts upon facts.
Yep. Right? Don't get the trip and thinking somebody can't do nothing without you.
Listen,
what you ain't figure it out.
You gonna get just you ain't gonna get 1,000%. Okay, I'm not gonna burn myself. No, I'm not giving you all within me. Okay, I'm gonna give you what the Most High required me to give you. So if I decide to leave, I'm not sick. People be dying on their job, getting illness because they're working so hard. We're not doing that.
No.
These folks don't care about you. All right, verse 27. In the 4th week, in the 1st year, in the beginning thereof, in the 4th and 30th Jubilee, were they dispersed from the land of Shinar. And Ham and his sons went into the land which he was to occupy, which he acquired as his portion in the land of the south. And Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the river of Egypt, that it was very good. And he went not into the land of his inheritance to the west, that is to the sea. And he dwelt in the land of Lebanon, eastward and westward from the border of the Jordan and from the border of the sea. And Ham, his father, and Cush, and Egypt, his brothers, or Mizraim, his brothers said unto him, you have settled in a land which is not yours.
Now what?
You have settled in a land that is not yours.
Not yours.
Not yours. Okay?
Ham, not yours.
Hamburger. And did not fall to us by lot. Do not do so. For if you do so, you and your sons will fall in the land and be accursed through sedition. And by sedition ye have settled, and by sedition will your children fall, and you shall be rooted out forever. Dwell not in the dwelling of Shem, for to Shem and to his sons did it come by their lot. Cursed are you, and cursed shall you be beyond all the sons of Noah, by the curse by which we bound ourselves by an oath in the presence of the holy judge, and in the presence of Noah, our father. But he did not hearken unto them, and dwelt in the land of Lebanon, from Hamath to entering into Mizraim. And he and his sons until this day. And for this reason, that land is named Canaan.
Now you see why the curse was made on Canaan. That's a prophecy.
Wow.
That's a whole prophecy. We know what you're going to do.
Wow. When he
You know
said
what
curse
you're gonna do.
Ham's son Canaan.
Remember? He cursed Canaan. Look what you did. And they had to come back like, dude, his own dad. Dude. Well, that's his grandfather. Ham is his grandfather. But everybody came. The brothers.
Said, this ain't your land.
He said, don't do it. You're going to be cursed forever.
And then he said, even just don't even think about yourself. Your children will be cursed. Your children. This is bigger than you.
Way bigger than you.
Think about your children, generation. He was like, nah, we about to set up shop here. I like it.
Because one day they're going to have to get out. They're going to die. They're going to fall by the sword. They're going to... Don't do it, but he did it anyway.
His brother kicked off his shoes and relaxed his feet.
Right.
He's doing the most.
Right.
Okay?
Not supposed to be there.
Shem's beat, okay?
Okay.
Just kicking it. You know that. All right. 35. And Japheth and his sons went towards the sea and dwelt in the land of their portion. And Madai saw the land of the sea, and it did not please him. Squeeze me, we being a little ungrateful here.
I don't like this.
And he begged a portion from Elim and Asher and Aparkshad, his woman's brother. And he dwelt in the land of Madai near to his woman's brother until this day. And he called his dwelling place and the dwelling place of his sons Madai, after the name of their father, Madai. Who these folks?
Somebody else, you ain't where you... What you mean you didn't like it?
What a blessing to even receive some land, okay?
You got land. You probably just went there and went, nah.
You just didn't see the potential.
Yeah.
You saw it for what it was, but listen, it's just like a house. You make a house into a home.
Yeah, because if you went there, you would have saw, oh, this is perfect.
Obviously, you got that land for a reason. And you just had to build and figure out that reason.
Yep.
He didn't understand the assignment.
Didn't understand the assignment. So now we got two group of people where they're not supposed to be.
Two nations
where they are not supposed to be.
Chapter 11. And in the 35th Jubilee, in the 3rd week, in the 1st year thereof, Reu took to himself a woman, and her name was Orah, the daughter of the son of Kesed, and she bore him a son, and he called his name Sorrow, in the 7th year of this week in this Jubilee. And the sons of Noah began to war on each other, to take captive and to slay each other, and to shed the blood of men on the earth, and to eat blood, and to build strong cities and walls and towers. And individuals began to exalt themselves above the nation, and to found the beginnings of kingdoms, and to go to war, people against people, and nation against nation, and city against city. And all began to do evil, and to acquire arms, and to teach their sons war, and they began to capture cities and to sell male and female slaves.
So this is a result of them being somewhere they're not supposed to be. So when the real owners come, oh, we go. I'll fight you for it.
Ain't no fight. This is mine.
It's this mine, though. So they begin to have, now they're having wars going around. We can take that city from them. It ain't that many people. Let's go up there and just take it.
Yeah, and now we can set up kingdoms, and I can make myself over these people.
I'll make myself a king.
Wow.
Yep.
Over some land that ain't even
yours. You can be a king in your own darn land.
Like set up
your own
government
city.
over there.
Y'all
Wow.
killing each other, brothers, cousins, uncles,
family,
drinking
blood what you ain't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh wee. Verse 3. And the son of Chesed, built the city of Arah of the Kasdium, and called its name after his own name and the name of his father. And they made for themselves molten images, and they worshipped each the idol, the molten image which they had made for themselves. And they began to make graven images and unclean simulacra. Can't tell you what that is. And malignant ruachs, spirits. I know that. But if someone can, you want to look that up. What is that?
Simulacra. I got simulation. I'm trying to
remember
what that
simulation.
Was. I know what simulation is. It's something that's not real.
Oh, okay.
Like, I use well.
Yeah, I can. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where am I?
I think you're still on 3. I don't think.
Okay. Okay. So unclean. I'll say simulations and malignant ruachs assisted and seduced them into committing transgression and uncleanness. And the prince of Mastema, remember the one that said, "Let just a tenth remain here." And the prince Mastema exerted himself to do all this, and he sent forth other ruachs, those which were put under his hand to do all manner of wrong and sin, and all manner of transgression, to corrupt and destroy, and to shed blood upon the earth. For this reason he called the name Surug, for everyone turned to do all manner of sin and transgression. And he grew up and dwelt in of the Kasdium, near to the father of his woman's mother. And he worshipped idols, and he took to himself a woman in the 36th Jubilee, and in the 5th week, and in the first year thereof, and her name was Milcah, the daughter of Kabar, the daughter of his father's brother. And she bore him Nachor in the first year of this week. And he grew and dwelt in of the Kasdium. And his father taught him the research of the Kasdium, to divine and augur according to the signs of heaven.
So augurs predicts the future. And then I looked up this again. I need to make another note here. So it's a representation or imitation of a person or thing. So that's what similar. So it's like a statue.
Yes.
So it could be Baal, it could be Jesus.
Yeah, anything that represents something.
Yes.
Yeah. Or an individual.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or imitation.
And so you saying that the other one was he taught like how to basically read into the future?
Yeah, augurs predicts the future. So like palm readers, crystal thingies.
Whoa, y'all. This is so crazy because this is so evident throughout today.
Still here.
Still here. Ain't nothing left.
This is telling you where it started.
Yes. And in the 37th Jubilee, in the 6th book, in the first year thereof, he took to himself a woman. And her name was Eliaxka, the daughter of Nistag of Kasdium. And she bore him Torah in the 7th year of this week. And the prince Mastema sent ravens and birds to devour the seed which was sown in the land, in order to destroy the land and rob the children of men of their labors. Before they could plow in the seed, the ravens picked it from the surface of the ground. And for this reason, he called his name Terah, because the ravens and the birds reduced them to destitution and devoured their seed. And the years began to be barren, owing to the birds, and they devoured all the fruit of the trees from the trees. It was only with great effort they could save a little of all the fruit of the earth in their days.
So he said, all of a sudden, you they friend, teaching them all this evil. But now when T-Rock is born and has, when T-Rock is born, all of a sudden you sending the birds to devour their land. Now you gotta ask yourself, why? Why now? Why do you hate them? These people are for you. They divining and they doing crystal balls and they putting up idols. Why now are you trying to stop these people
and starve them?
Why? Ask yourself the question. Why now are you trying to starve them? Why now? Maybe we'll get the answer in verse 13.
Auntie Linda, I see you, girl. I see what you did there. I see
do?
what you did there. Destiny the New.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I like that. Very clever. All right. Verse 13. And in this 39th Jubilee, in the second week, in the first year, Terah took to himself a woman, and her name was Edna, the daughter of Abram, the daughter of his father's sister. And in the 7th year of this week, she bore him a son, and he called his name Abram, by the name of his father of his mother. For he had died before his daughter had conceived a son.
Okay, let's stop. So why was he trying to stop this line?
Oh, because he was trying to prevent.
It's the line to Abraham. He's trying to prevent Abraham from getting here.
Girl,
I'm gonna starve it. They gotta starve out now for a minute. Because it's time for Abraham to come.
So that means that he knows what is going to happen.
He knows the prophecy.
He knows the prophecy.
Yes. And he knows a little something. I mean, he came from, he was up there with the Most High, so he ain't dumb. Now, Steve Lucifer, he not dumb. But now, because you have to wonder, why all of a sudden did you?
Yeah, because you're right. You know what? That would have went so over my head if she didn't break that down. And then I was thinking, is this the Abram is this the Abram, the one that I know of? Because you know how there's different names and each person got different names.
Yeah, the one in 14, because he's named after the one they're talking about at 13.
That died.
And so then he named him.
Son. Yeah. Same hate lingering. Absolutely, girl. Same ancient spirit is still here. Because not one time did we read in the New Testament, that Yah allowed all the evil spirits to be up and gone, to be destroyed. So they still got to be here, roaming this filthy earth. Okay, I said the filthy earth because it is.
That's why it's good to know where this stuff started. Get to that truth, the root. And you go, oh, this go way back then.
Because you see
this ain't nothing new.
The diviners.
What? They for you. All of a sudden now you want to starve them out? Why? Got to be a reason. Has to be a reason. Because here comes that old
the righteous seed. Here comes the righteous seed.
Righteous seed. Here comes the one he gonna pick.
Oh wow. Okay. Where am I?
15.
Okay. And the child began to understand the errors, and the child began to listen. You ain't got adults that can't understand the errors of, and the child.
So he trying to get rid of him because now he finna know this from a child. He get ready to start thinking. He gonna be woke.
Yeah, he woke. Abram was the first woke.
Yeah, that's first. He woke.
He woke. He knew who he was.
Around like, what is going on?
I don't want to do that. Why is this image here?
Yeah.
Wow. Why the statue of this? Never mind. All right. And the child began to understand the errors of the earth, that all went astray after graven images and after uncleanness. And his father taught him writing, and he was 2 weeks of years old. I don't know If that's saying he was 2 weeks old in our time, but brother, you can write.
He was 2 weeks of years old.
I'm not gonna compare his ability.
Remember, it was different, but still,
Yeah.
that's still young.
Listen,
That's still young
I'm
by
not about
any
to-
standard.
Not about to set up my kids like, and y'all how old?
No,
Write
don't
it,
do it.
write it.
Remember, one of them came out running. Get the
Very true.
blade of grass.
You're right. You're right. Y'all so smart kids. So, nevertheless. And the child began to understand the errors of the earth, that all went astray after graven images and after uncleanness. And his father taught him writing, writing. And he was 2 weeks of years old. And he separated himself from his father that he might not worship idols with him. This kid said, I'm going to let you do that. And while you do that, I'm going to go over here.
Yeah, because even when I think in my mind, does it mean 2 weeks in y'all's time? Because no, that's like thousands of years. There's no way he's that old right now.
He's
2 weeks.
Oh, listen, I don't know, because listen, like you said in the book of, what is it, Testimony of Adam and Eve, when Kua had the child,
Yeah,
he came out, ran out of that thing and got some grass and then handed it to her. I'm not sure what 2 weeks old, but I tell you.
But let's put it this way: he young.
Yes, he real young. Yes, Rangi. She's like, I read that in Jasher for sure. She said, yes, Abraham was a baby, 3 years old when he was taught the Torah in the cave of with Noah. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He was definitely went to go live with them. Yes.
Yeah. That's right. Because that makes sense. Because his dad was into idols.
Because remember, Nimrod was trying to kill Abraham.
Yes.
And he brought him that phony child.
Yes.
And then he sent him to go live with Shem.
Yes.
Yep.
But he was a man then, though, when he wasn't, like, maybe teenager.
I think maybe he was a teenager then. But I think, well, I don't.
No, he was young. You're right, Rangi. You're right. He was young when he lived with Noah. Wait, that is so, with Noah's sons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He definitely went to go live with him.
All right. Where? See,
16.
Oh, thank you. And he began to pray to the Creator of all things that he might save him from the errors of the children of men, and that his portion should not fall into error after uncleanness and vileness. Oh, they was doing some sick stuff.
Yeah, he was like, don't count me with them, y'all. I'm different.
I'm different. That's right. And the seed time came for the sowing of the seed upon the land, and they all went forth together to protect their seed against the ravens. And Abram went forth with those that went. And the child was a lad of 14 years.
Okay, he's 14. Okay.
Yeah. And a cloud of ravens came to devour the seed, and Raven ran to meet them before they settled on the ground, and cried to them before they settled on the ground to devour the seed, and said, descend not. Return to your place whence you came. And they proceeded to turn back. He ran up there. He's
Everyone's like, I got authority. I got authority here.
He said, you better get yourself where you came. You better go back.
Exercise that authority. Don't
land here if you want.
Bye.
Brother man had bass in his voice, okay?
Big time.
Don't you do it if you want. Okay, let me look at a bird. Where a raven at? Sit on that light post if you want. Just being petty, just because I'm inspired by 14-year-old Abram.
Right?
The authority, okay? The fact that he knew who he was, okay? Ooh-wee. All right. And they proceeded to turn back. You better,
yeah.
Because you tried it. This is what you try to look like. Okay, verse 19. And he caused the clouds of ravens to turn back that day 70 times. So they kept trying him.
They kept trying, probably in different spots.
Yep.
And he was like, no. How many times I got
But why is it 70? 70 times. What's
they
significant?
tried 70 times. I don't know.
I feel like there was something there. But let me put this line.
I'm sure there is. We just don't know it yet.
I know, because the enemy, you know what I'm saying? Like, Okay, let me see. And he caused the clouds of a raven to turn back that day 70 times. And of all the ravens throughout all the land where Abram was there settled, there not so much as one.
Oh, so they different groups of them was coming.
Uh-huh.
So he had to tell each group.
And all who were with him throughout all the land saw him cry out, and all the ravens turned back, and his name began great in all the land of Kasdim. And there came to him this year all those that wished to sow. And he went with them until the time of sowing ceased. And they sowed their land. And that year they brought enough grain home and eat and were satisfied. So they was like, Abram, listen, can you come with me? Because I want to sow some seeds.
Yeah. And I'm having a little trouble with these ravens.
Yeah, and they don't listen to me. They just look at me and eat the seeds and leave. Yeah. Everybody, listen.
See, they want the righteous when it benefits them.
And when it benefits us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because remember, they could have got right all by themselves and did the exact same thing.
Absolutely. Why not? You've been like,
why don't you follow Torah and take your rightful place?
And why don't you just listen? If he's telling the birds something, let me do it too.
Yep.
What are you doing?
All you gotta do is be right.
But all of a sudden, I
take
don't
your
listen.
Place.
But that's the crazy thing. Is like not one of them said, "Well, what did you do to make the ravens, stop eating your stuff? What are you doing?" They said, "Well, can you come?" Yeah. That's like the whole teach a man how to fish.
Yep.
Or rather just getting the fish for them. I can teach you, but they don't want to be taught. They just come with me.
They just want the benefits.
And do what you did here so we can have something to eat at the end of this harvest.
Because they listening to you. And I don't think it wasn't that they didn't know, because they know.
Yeah, they do.
They know they're supposed to be following Torah. They just didn't want to. And now we got this person, we got Abraham, who they listen to, so let's just go get him. We can keep on doing what we want to do, and we'll get the blessing of Abraham.
All right. Let me see.
Yeah, that's right. His name is Abraham.
Wow, how those ravens were sent by people to destroy the crops. And here is Abram with no malice telling that cloud of birds to go away. Listen, where did we read this before? She said Jasher. Did we read this in Jasher? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
But yeah,
But in Jasher, it's more of his story for sure, about the furnace and all that. I think that's in Jasher.
Yeah, the furnace is definitely in Jasher. Yeah. All right. All right. Verse 22. And in the first year of the first week, Abram taught, it made me eat my words, taught those who made implements for oxen and artificers in woods. And they made a vessel above the ground, facing the frame of the plow, in order to put the seed thereon. And the seed fell down therefrom upon the share of the plow, and was hidden in the earth, and they no longer feared the ravens.
So he taught them, look, sow your seed like this. And we think they was plowing the field like that way back then.
Yes.
He said, y'all just throwing your seeds out there all willy-nilly. Yeah, they gonna come eat them.
Yeah, he said,
put them to the ground.
And you ain't got to worry about it.
You ain't got to worry about it. Bury the seed. Mm-hmm. See, they want that spiritual insight, that that your ideas, what you bring to the table to help them, but they don't. And I bet there's somebody in history that they say invented this.
I'm sure.
And they had it way back here.
Wow. That is so crazy. Wow. Okay. Verse 23. And after this manner, they made vessels above the ground on all the frames of the plows, and they sowed and tilled all the land, according as Abram commanded them. And they no longer feared the birds. So, wow.
They took advantage of it. But
Verse 12. And it came to pass in the 6th week, in the 7th year thereof, that Abram said to Terah, his father, saying, Father. And he said, Behold, here am I, my son. And he said, What help and profit have we from those idols which you do worship, and before which you do bow yourself? For there is no ruach in them, For they are dumb forms, and is misleading of the heart. Worship them not. Worship the Elohim of heaven, who causes the rain and the dew to descend on the earth, and does everything upon the earth, and has created everything by his word, and all life is from before his face. Why do you worship things that have no ruach in them? For they are the works of men's hand, and on your shoulders do ye bear them, and ye have no hope from them, but they are a great cause of shame to those who make them, and a misleading of the heart to those who worship them. Worship them not. And his father said unto him, I also know it, my son, but what shall I do when people say we have to finish tomorrow? Actually, we have to finish Wednesday.
Oh, that's right.
Because we are opening our feast days, the Feast of Trumpets, tomorrow. So we won't be having story time on tomorrow. We will pick up on Wednesday.
Fourth day.
Yeah, the fourth day.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we do on Friday night, we won't be doing it on Friday either.
That's not this Friday. That's the second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep missing. Listen, I keep messing up my days.
Yeah,
so no story time tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You will see us on Wednesday. Same time.
Yep.
6 p.m.
28th. Yep.
28th. It's my little baby birthday.
Oh.
All right. With that being said, we'll see you guys Wednesday. So sorry, y'all. So sorry.
Yeah. And so basically Abram in this verse is like, Dad, why you worship idols?
Mm-hmm.
That's just stupid. You made them with your hand.
Right.
You carry them around.
Right.
You gotta help them.
They ain't got no spirit.
Yeah.
Like it don't make no sense. This is stupid.
You made them. Why not worship Elohim, the creator?
What can they do? What could the very things that you do? And then the fact that you said, I know this, son.
Yeah.
How do you come into agreement with what all I'm saying?
I know this.
But what will the people think? So you basing, and that's what a lot of us do.
That's still going on, yeah. I know.
We know the truth. No. We know what it takes.
But ain't no money in Black Jesus.
What will my friends think?
Yeah.
What will my family think?
Mm-hmm.
What will my job think?
Yeah.
But you agreeing that he made the Elohim of this creation, of this whole world. You're agreeing that he made the earth, he made the people, but you worried about the people that he created?
Yeah.
What they think? Mm-hmm. The mind that he gave them? You worried about the thoughts that, really?
Because good and well, you sat right there and carved that statue out of wood. Really? And now you're going to bow down to it? He said, son, I know.
Y'all, we got to stop worrying about what people think.
Yes. When you know, you know.
When you know, you know, okay? When you follow in Torah, oh, well to their thoughts, okay?
And that's just going to get you in big trouble.
That's it. If it stops you from doing the will of the Father because of someone else thought of you, bro, sis, stop it, okay? Cut it out. Cut it out.
That was good.
Thank you. I ain't used that in a while. Cut it out, okay? Sir, live your full life in Torah and let Yah deal with them people that disagree with your lifestyle.
Yes.
Let him do it. I can care less. Can you hear me? When I say that, can y'all hear me when I say I can care less about what people say about Levon Gillette?
Because somebody gonna say something.
Somebody.
Whether you follow or not, there's somebody talking about you.
So choose ye this day who you gonna serve, because you're gonna get talked about on the unrighteous side. You're gonna get talked about the righteous side.
Yep.
What day?
Matter.
Choose ye. What side you going? Okay. I don't care what people say about Levon. I tell you that. Okay. Listen. What I ain't gonna do is mind my business in that. That's foolishness. Okay.
Yeah.
And you always gonna be unliked by somebody. What we ain't gonna do is go back to people pleasing, I ain't gonna be going back to please acknowledge me. We ain't going back to none of it. Okay?
None of it.
We're going straight to the Torah. If it's in here, I'm gonna do my whole heart. I'm gonna do everything I could possibly to follow this thing and to teach this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, are you really paying attention to what we are reading? Come on. This stuff goes way back.
Way back. Y'all, we have been in that
medicine, all that.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff go way back.
And we've been told like you're teaching false teachings.
Mm-hmm. Witch doctor if we use herbs.
And literally someone was telling us that we teach wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're deceiving the people.
Mm-hmm.
Real life, they just told us that. Yes, I was waiting for that face expression. Yes, ma'am.
On the thing?
Yeah. So listen, we do our best. No, not in here. It's on our comments.
Oh.
But yeah, so we do our best. If it's in here and it connects to your regular Bible,
mm-hmm.
Listen, we not trying to deceive nobody. It's your job to research what we read.
Read it. And if we make a mistake, tell us. If you can show us in scripture, we be like, remember we messed up Rashawn?
We showed it. Y'all remember Baruch Rashawn? We was like, oh, he got
it. All a person.
We thought,
it just mean one.
It just meant one. And we gave him a whole Baruch Rashawn. Okay?
Everything.
Just Baruch one.
That's all it is.
But we came back and was like, listen, we had it wrong. It's really, Baruch means Rashawn is one. And Shani, it's two.
Two, yep.
So, like, we learned. So, if you find information that you feel like we have taught incorrectly, go ahead and put it in the chat. That's fine. Comment. Yeah. Make sure you're coming from a position of love. Do not get on our story time, our assembly story time, talking foolishness.
Yeah.
Because I try not. I try to give my best to respond very, very politely. Because I have to be of the mind frame that you're my brother, whether you agree with me or not, or you're my sister, whether you agree with me or not. But please do not respond in foolishness because it's going to get deleted. And guess what? No fruit came from it. All right?
Oh, we want the scripture.
That's it.
If you were scripture, we're going to say, hey, we was wrong.
Listen, I ain't got no problem with humility, okay? Humility is my friend.
That's out the door.
Exactly. I love me some humility, all right? With that being said, y'all, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.
Shalom.
And make sure you guys understand the assignment, okay? Because we under covenant. Auntie Shani, we still got you.